Hello, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple animation where you have a cube and the child of the cube object will be moving with the parent object, and it will also be rotating in the middle. It's just a simple thing to get you understanding how animation works, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm going to try and explain it simply. Okay, so first of all, I'm already in a scene, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create another scene. You don't actually have to do this if you're already in a scene that you want animation, but for now I'm just going to be doing another scene, so that's fresh. So here we just have the main camera, directional light, that's all we need for now, and now we're going to add a 3D object by left-clicking, 3D object, cube, and we're just going to keep the scales of it like the same. We don't need to change anything right now. And we're just going to keep it like that. By the way, this is the game view. This is what the player sees. But also I'm going to create another 3D object under that cube so that it's my second cube that I showed. And it's just going to be up here. And I'm just going to call it cube 2 just to make it easy, and then I'm just gonna rotate it like a little bit like that to know that it's different from the other one. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually need to make an animation for this. So what I'm gonna have to do is, first of all, open a new tab. You can do it here or you can do it here, but what's most easy for me is to do it here because you can see the scene view, we can see the game view, and we can see the animation view. So add tab, animation, and then we're gonna be clicking on the cube, the parent cube object. Make sure not to click the child cube object and make a new clip from there because that'll not let us animate the upper cube, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna click create, and that'll create a animation for our cube object, and we're just gonna name it. Just name it something that you will remember. For me, I'm just gonna do it cube anim, so it's easier to know that we're animating the cube. And here we have these keyframes, and it goes all the way to 1 minute, like automatically. Although it's not 1 minute, it's 1 second. Sorry. And over here we have a play, which just plays the animation clip. We have this that goes to the next keyframe. It doesn't work right now because we don't have any keyframes. But this one moves to the end of the animation clip. And this one moves to the back of the last one. And this one moves behind. So this one is the most important thing. You're going to have to remember it's a recording mode. You click it to start recording, and basically whatever you do in this recording mode, it'll be recorded. And so for this instance, when I'm just gonna go into like 30, and I'm gonna be having to select this cube object because that's what I want to first animate. And actually this cube 2 will animate with it like that. And if it'll show up the cube position, it's X, Y, and Z, and you can change it in record mode too, so I can just change it like wherever I want, but right now I don't want to change it. And you'll see that it'll change based on the game object that I selected. So if I do 2 and I just push this up first I have to click record. Make sure to click record whenever you click the animation, want to make an animation, because otherwise it'll just change and then nothing will change, so it doesn't do much. So you're gonna have to click record, and if I did just cube 2, it'll only do for cube 2. It won't do it with the parented object. So since I want to move both at once, I'm gonna do this so it moves up, and then I'm gonna select this second cube and I'm just gonna rotate it around, and that adds another rotation property. So that's a basic simple way to do it. And if I didn't want it to just go like that, then I can just select all of these, copy, and with Control-C, and then paste it wherever I want, like for example just 1 second, so that's even. And then in game view I could just play it and it would look like that. That is just a simple way to do it, but if you didn't want to go through the hassle of copying and pasting it, oh, by the way, you can just delete all of it by selecting all and then backspace. If I didn't want to go through all that of copying and pasting it, it's not much of a big deal, but you can just click add property, and here you'll see all the things that you can access. And it's not just transform, position, rotation, and scale. It's also a lot of things like color over here and occlusion, and it's just a bunch of stuff, but for now we're just doing transform, so it's easy. Box collider is triggered. You can select that on and off. You can make it active or not active. Oh, this is for the second cube. This is the child object. So when you have a parent object and that's that has an animation clip, you can access all the children game objects, and you can change those inside the animation. So what I'm gonna do, just for simplicity, so that I don't have to just copy and paste it, I'm just gonna add the rotation and the position of the normal cube, and then I don't have to click this and then do this. I could just do add property, cube 2, which is the cube I want, and then transform, and then position, and then rotation and whatever. I'm just gonna do rotation, and then it'll automatically have that throughout it. And then 0-30, if I wanted to change, then I could just push it up, and then I could just do that. But it's easier either way, whichever you want. It doesn't really matter. It does give the same output. So that's just basically how to do animations. It's very simple, and if you have any trouble like understanding any other like difficulty parts of it, then I recommend joining any Discord servers if you have Discord. Like Brackeys Discord server is really helpful. You can find that on their YouTube channel, although they stopped making videos. And then there's a very good Unity tutorial maker called Ramba Mamba. And I'll have his channel in the link in the description. He's very helpful. He makes Unity videos, and he has a FPS, and I'm also in his Discord server, so if you need any help from me, then you can ask me there too. Friendly communities. Also, Welton King, he has a good Discord server, very helpful. And so yeah, and you can join all those communities and ask stuff. So that's just a simple video for me, since I'm not very good at all this stuff. But yeah.